What impact does Alaska have on ConocoPhillips? Which company has a $1 billion plan for Alaska? Who has big plans in Norway? And which company didn't meet their reserves? All this and more when we come back. Hello and welcome back to EnergyScout News and Information. I'm your host, Red Byers. Today's segment will focus on major producers within the energy industry. In breaking news, ConocoPhillips seems surprised and disappointed by Alaska Governor Sarah Palin's negative response to its proposal to build a long-sought natural gas pipeline and urged her to reconsider. The company, in a note dated January 24th, asked Governor Palin to give its proposal fair and thorough consideration and create a team to review ConocoPhillips' proposal to create an expected fiscal framework. TransCanada is the only current one approved at this time. BP has shelved the $1 billion Alaska heavy oil project and cut down a planned boost in 2008 capital spending because of the state's recent tax overhaul. The company plans an $800 million capital budget in 2008, upon nearly 17% from 2007, amid a pipeline replacement project at less than what the company would have spent under the old tax standards. And now it's time for other news in the energy industry. ExxonMobil Exploration and Production, Norway AS, have worked a 2-year option in their term contract with Aker Kavne in Stavanger, Norway. The contract deals with all ExxonMobil-operated assets in the Norwegian continental shelf. The company was awarded the Esso Broad Scope Services Agreement in 1998, covering technical support, maintenance, and modification services onshore at the Norwegian continental shelf. Shell will reportedly delay the release of oil reserve figures that normally accompany its annual profit figures due out today. Shell's reserves figures had been weakened and made more difficult to estimate after the company last year handed over a controlling stake in the giant Sakhalin-2 project off eastern Russia to the Russian gas export monopoly Gazprom. The violence in Nigeria also has caused serious complications with its reserves. Now let's take a look at today's market numbers. For our leaders and laggards, leading the pack today is ConocoPhillips at 2.13%. Lagging behind is PetroChina at 0.99%. Crude oil is up 28 cents to $90.99 and is looking like it may hold that trend for the next day or so. Natural gas is also still up and holding 11 cents to $8.09. And now, let's take a quick look at our people on the move. In strange news today, parents, take your kids where they want to go, because if you won't, they will find a way.
A lot of people passed by our little hitchhiker yesterday morning. A few called police.
Warren City Police.
There's just a little girl.
It's hitchhiking.
Right to me, there looks like a 5-year-old girl just walking on the side of the road by herself.
Maybe younger.
And it just looks weird. I'm just worried that there's so much traffic.
But Adrian Hart didn't call. She stopped.
Yeah, she was almost getting hit by cars.
Then she saw the thumb out.
And I have to take a second glance because I'm like, she's like 4 feet tall, hitchhiking. So I was like, did I see that right? So I look back and I see the little girl. And so I'm like, she's going to get hit. So I turn around and I ask her if she needs the ride.
Did she seem at all scared?
No. Hopped right in my car.
And once in her car, she asked plenty of questions.
She's making small talk, asking really mature questions, like asking me about where I work, what I do, if I'm married. And I'm just thinking, wow.
But she wasn't very good answering questions.
She's not giving me any directions whatsoever. She's just saying, go down the street.
Adrian searched for a school and finally found Grandview Elementary. She left the little girl with a member of the school staff, who found out she was reported missing and called police.
I'm just as stumped as you are. Who knew Home Alone taught kids wholesome life lessons? And that's it for today's Energy Headlines. Be sure to check out our website, EnergyScout.com. Stay tuned tomorrow. We will take a look at independent producers within the energy industry. For Energy Scout news and information, I'm your host, Red Byers.
Make the day